Hello everybody, welcome to another video of immediate meteorology. In this video, we will be looking at the tornado outlook for today and tomorrow, aka Easter weekend, because they have upped the tornado risk and there's a little bit of updates with the storm forecasts itself. So just for a reminder for the tornado chance grid you're about to see. So green is maybe one or two tornadoes, or honestly maybe not even any tornadoes, so that's a 2% risk. Light red, that might be at least 2 to 3, so there probably will be at least, like, you know what it says, at least 2 to 3, because that's a 5% chance. Yellow / hatched, and also the red is hatched, but first I'm going to say the yellow / hatched. Oh man, that's a tongue twister. But almost definite tornadoes. So you almost have a definite chance that you're gonna get a couple. A couple of tornadoes. So that's a 10% risk. But then the red hatch, that's a significant chance. So it's like it is definite that you're probably gonna get a tornado. I don't even know if I should say probably in that sentence. I should say you are going to get a tornado somewhere in that red region, because that's a 15% chance. So here we look at the little grid thingy, whatever it's called. You can see, so there's the green, that's the 2% chance. That's, a tornado could be possible, parts of Kentucky, Virginia. I wouldn't really think Virginia, but it is possible. Kentucky, Missouri, probably not Kansas, but the ones that are closer to red might get one, but I honestly don't think there will be one with all the bulk shear forecasts. Here's the red, the light red, that's the 5% chance. That's where you're probably going to have at least 2 or 3 tornadoes in that whole area, going from a little bit of North Carolina, South Carolina, lots of Georgia, a little part of Florida, Louisiana, Texas, Oklahoma, a lot of Arkansas, a lot of Tennessee, a little bit of Kentucky, and Missouri. But I would suspect if that really is going to happen, somewhere in Tennessee, Georgia, maybe even Arkansas, all those places. And now we're at the hatch, which means it's basically definite that there's going to be tornadoes there, a big tornado outbreak. That's what we're looking here. With all the forecasts, there is almost a definite, it's like a 90% chance that there will be a tornado outbreak, or at least, maybe not a tornado outbreak, but a couple of tornadoes. You can see the red, which is like Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, bit of Arkansas. That's really, really where all the supercells are going to form and form those tornadoes. So if you're even in the yellow area too, I suggest you stay home all day in your safe place, just in case of anything. If you get a severe thunderstorm warning or even watch, stay in your house, because that means there could be a supercell coming to your area. So if we look at here, this is called a significant tornado parameter. It's basically, if you can see that bar on the bottom, the higher number it is, the more of a chance that area has of tornado. So it's kind of like the other chart, except while the storms are moving. So here, this is when the clouds are really starting to develop. This is actually today. Tomorrow is when all the real stuff is going to start happening in the deep south and central areas like Tennessee. But this is today. There are some storms and rain and precipitation, all that, in Texas currently. So they're having a couple of chances of tornadoes. And then this is really when it starts. This is early morning Sunday. This is really when all the supercells start to form, when the tornadoes wind, bulk shear, all starts to kick in. This is when all that starts to happen. When you see that purple and white, that is a very high chance for at least some supercell rotation. Possibly not tornadoes, but it is very possible. So for places like New Orleans, a bit of Mississippi, mostly Louisiana there, and some on the border of Texas and Louisiana. And then this is when the whole storm is really surrounding over Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas, all those places. So you can see the highest risk is northwest Mississippi and southeast Arkansas and east Louisiana. Bits in southern Alabama, but probably not. Maybe supercell activity, but I'm not sure about tornadoes. But I think that Mississippi, Arkansas, and maybe a bit of Louisiana have the biggest risk for tornadoes in this storm. If we go ahead and move on to here, this is just currently, you can see all these pop-up thunderstorms, and to the top right, that's really where that's also going to help develop them. But these are just the pop-up ones. This is really the beginning of the storm right now, as you can see in Texas. If I was able to go down in the radar a little bit, which I couldn't, for some reason my computer crashed right before I tried to do that. But if you did, you would see a big area of storms that supports the past chart we had looked at. Okay, so this is basically I guess you could say, cloud cover and where the main storm and precipitation will be. So this is tomorrow. You can see that the clouds are just starting to move into Mississippi, Louisiana, and Arkansas from Texas. You can see that there is a lot of orange and yellow and red there. That's the main spots that you want to look out for. And this is really when, with the past chart, this is really when the tornadoes start to happen around the Mississippi, Arkansas, and Louisiana area. So I would say the foremost states that will have a chance for a tornado for these next 3 days actually. So today, tomorrow, and Monday. That is mainly Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and western, maybe eventually all of Alabama. And this is like a day forward, overnight, early in the morning on Monday. This is when I just wanted to show you, if you live in the Carolinas or Virginia or any of the places that's going to get hit with the leftovers of the storm line. I just wanted to show you, this is what it's going to look like. Just those casual lines of thunderstorms. I wouldn't say they upped it to a slight risk, which is a little bit more than what we had in the past video. So basically, now they're predicting that it's going to arrive in the Carolinas and Virginia earlier, or maybe even later, one of the two. The European models are saying later, and I think the GFS models are saying earlier, but America usually goes off the GFS models, obviously, because the European is in Europe, but for the GFS, it's saying that they could arrive earlier, so like early in the morning for the Carolinas, so maybe this right here, this is around, I would say, 11 a.m. Eastern time, since Eastern time is for the areas that are getting hit with this currently. Not currently, actually, for the next, for on Monday. But the storms will really start to appear for the Carolinas and Virginia and Maryland. You'll really see them start to come and pop up around, I know you might be asleep, but maybe, I think it was like 4 a.m., and then they'll move through. The tornado risk there is, it's marginal, so that means it's the 2%, so maybe 1 or 2 in the Carolina, in North Carolina or South Carolina. maybe not even any, depending on the bulk shear, because those forecasts keep changing, so I'm not going to show that right now. They keep changing it, so if I show you one, it's going to be different probably by the time you watch this video. So here are just small updates from the previous video, and if you haven't watched it, I suggest you check it out so you know what I'm about to talk about. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom on onto day 3. You could see that they have changed the risk a little bit. Day 2 is the same, what we were talking about in the previous episode, but for day 3, they've changed it just a bit. You could see that they've extended the yellow region a little bit up more into parts of Delaware and southern Maryland. You could see that they added the green and the light green, which is like the marginal, the pop-ups and all that stuff. But I wouldn't say not really much tornado risks, but it is possible, even though it's only 2%. So if there was, I would say EF1, maybe even the EF0. I wouldn't say anything more than the EF2. But with that, I thank you guys for watching. I hope this update gave you information, especially if you live somewhere in those red or yellow areas for tornado chances. Please subscribe if you enjoy this and if you think it's informational and will help you. And I hope you all stay safe. Remember, if you get any tornado watches warnings, just stay inside. Don't go anywhere unless if you get a severe thunderstorm warning. I suggest if you live in a mobile home or if you're in your car, you find the best shelter, such as if there's a nearby shelter, if you live in a mobile home, just go there, stay in there, so you can be more safe. So with that, I thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next update. Bye.